Imagine you're digging a hole in your backyard. Your shovel suddenly strikes something hard. At first, you think it's just another rock, but as you brush away the dirt, strange markings begin to appear. Your heart starts racing. You quickly realize you're holding something that hasn't seen sunlight for thousands of years. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, but discoveries like this happen more often than you might think. Archaeologists around the world have uncovered forgotten cities, lost treasures, mysterious technologies, and ancient civilizations that completely changed our understanding of history. Some of these discoveries were found by trained experts, others were found completely by accident, and one of them remained hidden for over 2,000 years before changing everything historians thought they knew. Let's begin with one of the most unbelievable discoveries ever made. Back in 1974, a group of farmers in China was simply trying to dig a well during a drought. They weren't searching for ancient history, they just needed water. But only a few feet below the surface, their shovels struck pieces of broken clay. At first, the fragments didn't seem very important. Then archaeologists arrived. As the excavation continued, an entire underground army slowly emerged from the earth. Standing silently beneath the ground for more than 2,000 years were thousands of life-sized clay soldiers. Every single one looked different. Their faces, hairstyles, armor, expressions, and even their ears were unique. It's estimated that more than 8,000 soldiers, along with hundreds of horses and chariots, were built to guard the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. What's even more fascinating is that the emperor's main burial chamber still hasn't been opened. Scientists believe it may contain rivers of liquid mercury and priceless artifacts, but they don't yet have the technology to safely excavate it without causing irreversible damage. Even after decades of research, one of history's greatest archaeological sites is still hiding its biggest secret, but that's only the beginning. In the year 79 AD, people living in the Roman city of Pompeii were going about their normal day. Shops were open, families were eating dinner, children were playing in the streets. Then Mount Vesuvius erupted. Within hours, volcanic ash buried the entire city beneath several meters of debris. Thousands of people never escaped. For nearly 1,700 years, Pompeii remained completely hidden beneath the earth. When archaeologists finally uncovered the city, it was like stepping into a time capsule. Homes still contained furniture. Bakeries still had ovens. Colorful paintings decorated the walls. Graffiti remained visible exactly where ancient Romans had written it centuries earlier. Perhaps the most haunting discoveries were the plaster casts of victims. As their bodies decomposed beneath the hardened ash, empty spaces remained underground. Archaeologists filled these cavities with plaster, creating detailed casts that captured people's final moments exactly as they were when disaster struck. Pompeii became one of the greatest windows into everyday life in the ancient world. Then came a discovery that completely rewrote human history. For decades, historians believed civilization followed a simple path. First, humans learned farming. Then they settled into villages. Only after that did they build massive religious monuments. But hidden beneath a hill in modern-day Turkey was a place that challenged everything. The site is known as Göbekli Tepe. Its enormous stone pillars were carved more than 11,000 years ago, thousands of years before Stonehenge or the Egyptian pyramids. Some of the stones weigh over 15 tons. What's truly shocking is that the people who built them likely hadn't even invented farming yet. This meant organized groups of hunter-gatherers somehow worked together to build one of the oldest known religious sites on Earth. Archaeologists were forced to rethink how civilization itself may have developed. Sometimes the biggest discoveries aren't made with expensive equipment. They're made by complete accident. In 1799, French soldiers were repairing a fort in Egypt when one noticed a large black stone covered in strange writing. That stone became known as the Rosetta Stone. At first glance, it didn't seem extraordinary. But it contained the same message written in 3 different scripts. One was ancient Greek, which scholars could already read. Another was Egyptian hieroglyphics. For centuries, nobody had been able to understand hieroglyphics. They were little more than mysterious symbols carved into ancient temples. By comparing the languages, researchers finally cracked the code. Suddenly, thousands of years of Egyptian history could be read for the very first time. Without the Rosetta Stone, much of what we know about ancient Egypt today might still be impossible to understand. Not every discovery was buried underground. In 1900, sponge divers searching the seafloor near a small Greek island stumbled upon an ancient shipwreck. Among the statues and pottery was what looked like nothing more than a corroded lump of bronze. For years, nobody paid much attention to it. Then, scientists noticed tiny gears hidden inside. As technology improved, X-rays revealed an incredibly complex system containing dozens of precisely crafted gears. The object became known as the Antikythera Mechanism. It was more than 2,000 years old, yet it could accurately predict eclipses, track the movements of planets, and calculate astronomical events with astonishing precision. Many experts call it the world's first analog computer. The level of engineering was so advanced that historians originally believed technology like this shouldn't have existed until at least 1,000 years later. History had once again surprised everyone. Another incredible discovery came from England. A wealthy landowner named Edith Pretty believed mysterious mounds on her property were hiding something important. Most people assumed they were natural hills. She hired archaeologists anyway. Beneath one of the mounds, they uncovered the outline of a massive wooden ship buried beneath the soil. Inside were extraordinary treasures: gold jewelry, silver bowls, weapons, coins, and one of the most famous medieval helmets ever discovered. The burial completely changed historians' understanding of early medieval Britain, proving that the so-called Dark Ages were far more sophisticated than people had once believed. One of the most valuable discoveries in history happened because of a single rock. In 1947, a young shepherd searching for one of his lost goats threw a stone into a cave. Instead of hearing it hit the ground, he heard pottery shatter. Curious, he climbed inside. Hidden in clay jars were ancient scrolls that had remained untouched for nearly 2,000 years. These became known as the Dead Sea Scrolls. The collection included some of the oldest surviving copies of biblical texts ever discovered, along with numerous other ancient writings that provided historians with invaluable insight into life, religion, and culture during that time. Then there's the story of an entire city that seemed to disappear. High in Peru's Andes Mountains sits Machu Picchu. Although local people knew about the ruins, much of the outside world remained unaware of its existence until the early 1900s. Surrounded by steep cliffs and dense vegetation, the city appeared almost untouched. Its precisely cut stone buildings fit together so perfectly that many don't even require mortar. Even today, historians continue debating exactly why it was built and why it was eventually abandoned. Its secrets remain hidden among the mountains. Perhaps no archaeological discovery captured the world's imagination quite like the tomb of King Tutankhamun. By the early 20th century, nearly every royal Egyptian tomb had already been looted. Most archaeologists believed there was nothing significant left to find. Howard Carter refused to give up. After years of searching, his team uncovered a staircase leading underground. Behind a sealed doorway lay something no one expected: an almost perfectly preserved royal tomb. Inside were more than 5,000 priceless objects, including golden chariots, jewelry, weapons, furniture, statues, and the iconic solid gold funeral mask that has become one of the most recognizable artifacts in history. It remains one of archaeology's greatest discoveries. But perhaps the most astonishing discoveries are still happening today. Thanks to modern laser technology called LiDAR, scientists can now scan dense forests from airplanes. The laser beams pass through the trees and reveal what's hidden beneath. What researchers found shocked the world. Entire cities, massive pyramids, road systems stretching for miles, canals, neighborhoods, agricultural fields, all completely hidden beneath thick jungle. In places like Central America and the Amazon rainforest, archaeologists are discovering evidence that millions more people may have lived there than anyone ever imagined. Civilizations once thought to be small villages are now revealed as enormous cities connected by vast networks of roads. And perhaps the most exciting part is that experts believe they've only uncovered a tiny fraction of what's still waiting beneath the forests, deserts, mountains, and oceans of our planet. Every year, new discoveries force historians to rewrite textbooks. Ancient technologies continue to surprise scientists. Lost civilizations emerge from beneath the earth. Treasures remain hidden in places nobody has searched yet. The truth is, history isn't finished. It's still being uncovered, one discovery at a time. Somewhere beneath your feet, beneath a field, a forest, or even a busy city street, there could be another world-changing discovery waiting for someone to find it. And when that day comes, everything we think we know about the past could change once again.